Hey everyone, so you know how I'm a Dream Witch main? Well, you probably do if you're subscribed to me. And it's pretty obvious by my profile and identity V. My username is even Yedra. She's literally the best, but we're getting off topic. I obviously maining Dream Witch is not easy because she takes a lot of practice and work to learn. And I was thinking, you know what? I want to learn Mad Eyes because I want to be good with another hunter that's hard to use. Like, if I can learn Mad Eyes and Dream Witch, like, nobody is going to mess with me. They're going to be like, oh, stay away from her. I'm just kidding, but I wanted to learn him because I thought it would be a fun challenge. So I used a bunch of trial cards on him and I played him a bunch. So this all started one day. So I have a TikTok, starry.soda_gaming, and I stream Identity V live on TikTok because it's fun, and I have like 2,000 followers there now, so like I actually get viewers, like unless I actually get viewers, and I don't get viewers on Twitch, which is why I don't stream there anymore. But I decided that I was gonna stream, and someone asked if I could play Mad Eyes, and I had a bunch of trial cards, so I was like, sure. And it was not the first time I played him, but obviously he's a really difficult character, and I was Croc at the time. I still am Croc, but I'm almost Saber. But I was Croc at the time, and so I was not going against survivors like that are worker bees that wouldn't really know what they're doing. So I lost the game, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to learn Mad Eyes though. So I played a bunch more games, and I lost a lot, like a lot. Like I lost more games than I lost like all of the games. And when I finally got my first tie in a public game, I was very excited. So this is actually a really cool trick that I learned from Fern Feather to like make a cage outside of the window. So I just want to say credit to Fern Feather because their Mad Eyes videos are literally the reason why I don't actually am not bad at him. So thank you to Fern Feather. But yeah, so the start of my Mad Eyes career hasn't become a thing now. And I was finally able to get him, because Wire Hunter is so expensive than I did in EV, but anyways, I was finally able to get Mad Eyes. So these two games that I have for you today are both rank games, where I am playing Mad Eyes, and you can probably tell by the thumbnail and title, yeah, I'm a B-Badge Mad Eyes now. I only have 280 knowledge points for him. I won 3 rank games. Lost 2, and tied 1. Let that speak for itself. I don't know how I'm a B-Badge Mad Eyes. Actually, I do. It's because nobody plays him. And that's the beauty of playing a character nobody plays. They're easy to get a badge for. That being said, I will never play Lucky Guy because he's not my style. And also, I don't like his maid outfit. You can fight me in the comments. I just don't like it. But anyways, that's just my opinion. But I do think Mad Eyes' playstyle is really interesting. So there's a lot of cool tricks I did in this video, like this one, which is, I saw the batter was going to try and balloon rescue, so I just put a wall, and I just canceled him. I was like, no. And it's silly because he vaulted the wall to get over it instead of running around it, which was like a surprise, and he didn't even make the balloon rescue. He just injured himself, but he did make the rescue because, he has a stun. And then this was when everything went bad after she body blocked. Well, I won the game, or else I wouldn't be posting it on YouTube. But yeah, I ended up having to chase her for a bit. But Sincere was the only one decoding. It wasn't that bad, because since they were harassing, the ciphers weren't really getting cipher rushed, because Sierra's the only one decoding. And I killed her bot already. Like, her bot is dead. Her bot is gone for good. That's the Seer. He's pretty close on finishing that cipher. That is the second cipher, and that was the one I found the mechanic at the beginning of the game. So yeah, I'm just like chasing her, and I carry teleport on Mad Eyes because, like, if you knock Priestess near a cipher, like early game, someone like Priestess, where their self-healing speed is really fast, then it's really helpful to have teleport instead of having to walk over there all the way in the match. But I usually banned a Priestess this game, and I banned her in my rank Mad Eyes game because she's just such a counter to Mad Eyes, because she can portal through the walls, and she can get distance. It's I mean, distance isn't that much of an issue with Maddox because he can, like, wall anywhere. But, like, also at the same time, like, she can just keep... She can just... I don't even know. She can just go back and forth through her tiny portals and, like, dodge the walls. Unless you broke the portals. Honestly, she's just a pain in general, like, to any hunter, especially on 2 stories, so that's why I banned her as Mad Eyes. And I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but when I played Dream Witch, I banned Mercenary because... Oh, yeah, I put another wall here to cancel the batter. And then I just got him. So at this point, I thought the Cypher might pop, but it wasn't even that close, so I cheered the mechanic and she's dead on chair. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, Priestess is a nuisance. I banned Mercenary as Dream Witch because of his 3 lives. His extra life basically is really annoying as Dream Witch, especially when she can't do 25 damage to counter him. So, and he can really be a game changer with that extra 25 damage. And ever since Mechanic's nerf, she hasn't been really, like, that hard to go against. Also, I thought the Cypher was primed here when the Mercenary came to rescue, but the Seer wasn't. He wasn't decoding, he was coming to rescue also. So that was funny. Yeah, another thing I want to mention, no, I'll mention it later. But yeah, so here I thought maybe I could get a Tear Shock, but I'm probably just letting the Seer farm owls. And of course I hit the chair. Because Mad Eyes' hitbox, and hunters in general, like, literally every hunter I play has a bad hitbox. Well, like, kind of. Mary and Anne's hitbox aren't that bad, but Anne's hitbox is pretty narrow. I'd say out of the female hunters, Mary and Sculptor probably have the best hitboxes, because Mary's is long and kind of wide, plus her mirror hitbox is buffed, and Sculptor's is big, but it is pretty narrow, so... After I cheered the Mercenary, I just continued to go after the batter, and he got rescued. So I was like, whatever, I'll just chair the batter, and he'll be on second chair. And I'm still cautious because there's 1 Cypher remaining, but all of them are here harassing, so I'm not really that concerned. This is ranked, by the way. I mentioned that. I just don't know. This part was really funny. I was so mad I hit the chair, but he got stuck. No, because what are you supposed to do if you're a survivor in that situation? You can't do anything. You just have to sit there. It's so much fun putting survivors in jail as Mad Eyes. I do that in the next game. I put a doctor in jail for her crimes of being a doctor main. And that's a joke. I like Doctor. I like to play her, and her mains have a bad reputation, but I haven't honestly run into that many, like, mean doctor mains. Like, they can be a little mean to hunters. I mean, if you consider, like, emoting at the exit gate mean, because they do that quite a bit, especially because a lot of them have her dance. They emote while kiting, but I don't really have a problem with her. So, Firmfeather also said that that's, like, a trick. You can put, like, the walls through the windows. So, also I'm chasing Seer because Mercenary is 1 hit, and I just want to get rid of Seer's owls so he can't get dungeon. Because I'm trying to get a 4-man because it's rank, but also at the same time, like, it's like I want to get a 4-man because it's ranked, but at the same time, if I don't get a 4-man, I just get a 3-man. Like, it's also ranked for the survivors too, and they want to get points. And as someone who is trying to get a little girl badge, it's taking so long because I don't always have time to play rank, and then you have to wait 500 years for a match, and then when you finally get it, you lose. I never get first kite, which is weird. Like, when I play Little Girl, I never get first kite, and I don't know why. But, like, he doesn't even give me a chance. It's so sad. So right now I'm just camping the Seer's chair, but also I know where dungeon is, and I figured that the Mercenary is probably going to be searching a chest. So I'm looking around on the cameras for him, and I spotted his trail here, but I didn't know where I didn't notice he went to the left, and he actually did go to a chest to search it. He went to the one that I searched at the beginning, the first one I searched by the building, and I was like, where is he? So I was like, I'll just camp dungeon and be silly goofy. I'm sorry for saying that, but yeah, I didn't know. I checked that area again thinking maybe he was there, and I was like looking all over, and then Tonight is here, which is like sus, so I think he's gonna try to get dungeon. So I'm looking on my cameras, and then he actually started to get crows. So I did not right now. I decided to put a jail around dungeon and arrest myself for some reason. Yeah, then I was just kind of like, oh. But I don't know, Mad Eyes isn't a popular, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. Mad Eyes isn't a popular character, so there's a lot of stuff people don't know about him. So even though I'm trying to play him, I'm gonna tell you some things about him, so that when you're a survivor, you can understand him better. First, let me get my voice back. Okay, so first thing is that every console has different energy. So if you go on a console at the beginning of the game and you waste the energy, it's just for that console. It's not for universal consoles. Otherwise, that would be literally impossible for Mad Eyes. But also, it's really important that if you're trying to counter a Mad Eyes, it's important that you go on those consoles and you waste the energy, because then he can't hit you with the walls, and he can't use the walls to block you in. They're literally his only ability. It's like if you could stop Mary from using her mirror, like you want to do it. So another thing is that his walls have different times depending on of how long they're up, depending on what they're up on. So just like if I just placed a wall out in the open randomly, it's 38 seconds up. Walls by ciphers, I'm not sure the time, but I'm pretty sure the least amount of time that a wall is by a rocket chair or dungeon. I don't know. No. I know that the consoles also have a different time, so this is also one thing don't do. Don't go to Mad Eyes when he's on his console. Like, that forward just ran to me, and I got a free hit, and then boom, I down him. Please, if you're going against Mad Eyes, you do not counter him by getting him to go off his console. You counter him by dodging his walls and using his energy. Please do not go by him. He is still a hunter. He can still hit you. And also, I'm not hitting on this forward because, like, nobody plays Mad Eyes, so I don't expect people to really know how to counter him. But, and he's not, no, because his forward is not the only one who does that. If he was, I wouldn't be saying this, but it happened in another game. I was playing, a mechanic was like, she emoted on me when I was on my console, and I just got her. I hit her, and then because she's a mechanic and she like puts stuff down slowly, I was able to down her pretty quickly, and I won that game. Also, I'm so glad that wall came down when it did, because then I was able to get the doctor. So I decided to cheer her, and I was like, because I didn't see anybody, I didn't have tinnitus, and his chair had pretty much a lot of percent, but Ada and patient are both coming, and I got the tinnitus, and I saw their trails right there through the window, so I quickly teleported back to the chair, but she did not make it. That was unfortunate. It's so sad when you're a survivor and the survivor blasts off right in front of you. I thought she wasn't here. I didn't even see. I thought she was the only one here. I never even saw the patient, so I didn't notice he was there. He rescued Doctor, which is a bit of an issue because she got away from me and she was just going to heal. But at the same time, 5 ciphers were remaining, so I wasn't very concerned because it's 5 ciphers. Well, now it's 4 ciphers. But I decided to chase this Ada, and like I said earlier, I carry teleport, but I have the fast pallet breaking and the window blocker, which are super helpful as Mad Eyes. Like, I'm telling you, you can just plow through pallets like it's none of anybody else's business. Like, it's insane because Mad Eyes himself already has the fastest pallet breaking speed, and you pair that with the faster pallet breaking speed of that one trait that I forget what it's called, and you are like literally destroying the pallets so easy. Also, another thing is that I always forget to use overclock, but I used it in this game, which if you don't know what that is, because you probably don't, because let's be honest, who even knows what Mad Eye's abilities really are? Overclock is his his last presence ability that allows him to put up walls faster by like 0.5 seconds, so not that long, but it's still helpful. And it makes because he's putting up the walls faster, it makes like the energy drain slower. So I usually forget that it's like a thing and I don't use it, but I need to work on that because, I mean, it's there for a reason. It's to help me. So, yeah, here I am, damaging the Doctor, except my wall was running low on energy, so I couldn't use it. So I just decided to pick up the psychologist and chair her, and I didn't know where Emil was at this time, but he's in Shack. Which also, another thing playing Mad Eyes has made me realize the sheer amount of holes in the roof of buildings. Like, the worst building for a Mad Eyes is probably the building in Arms Factory. No, I can see inside that one. It's some of the shacks. It's like the shacks in Leo's memory. That one is like I can never see in that one, but that was really sad, the way that wall just blocked me. But yeah, there's a lot of holes in the roofs of buildings, including the 2-story on Moonlit and Red Church also. Well, actually, I don't know if Red Church has a hole in it, but it's just so that the roof is so big that the floating console thingy is above it. So this was when Emil and Ada were like teaming on me, which is, I guess, fine. I mean, that's what they're made for, right? To play together, which I posted gameplay of his S tier. I got Emil's A tier recently. At least I think I posted gameplay of his S tier. Yeah, I got his A tier recently and his B tier. All I literally need is his worn clothes to have all his skins. But I'm so bad at him. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm so bad. I'm really trash at Emil. If you main Emil and you're watching this video, I could really use some tips. Oh my god, my voice is going again. Sorry, I had a busy day, so my voice is like non-existent. Yeah. So here I canceled the Emil because I knew he was going to try and pallet slam me when I picked up the Ada. So I put a wall there and it did 25% damage to him. So he couldn't pallet slam me and he's one wall hit away from death now. Which honestly, when I first started Mad Eyes, I was like really bad. I'm really proud of how far I've gotten. Most of the practicing I did with Mad Eyes was with trial cards too. Cause when I finally got him, I actually was doing pretty decent. Yeah, I can't believe nobody plays him. So here the doctor, I injured her, and then I ran out of energy on that wall, but luckily for me, she ran to a different zone. So I keep trying to get her injured with walls. And this is when I remember I have overclock, so I actually use it. It's like the only game I ever used overclock in, like I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm serious, I don't use overclock. Also, Mad Eyes can't just spam walls. There's like a wall cooldown. So here she vaulted it. And I went to teleport to the cipher, but I do not know how maps work because I teleported to a cipher farther away from hers. But I was like, no biggie, because I'm gonna arrest this doctor for her crimes. So those walls were kind of by the cipher, but they were out in the open, which means they weren't really by a cipher, which means they're gonna last 38 seconds. So as you can see, her healing is 93%, so she's basically like close to healing now. But because of those walls, she's hesitant to heal. So I placed some more because I'm gonna chair Emil. But also I know that since she's doctor, she can just heal inside the jail, and then yeah, she can just heal inside the jail. But also she's still in a sticky situation because she could heal inside the jail. But if it's still there, once I chair Emil, I'm gonna get her in the jail, or she has to vault the wall. So basically, she heals 25% damage and then vaults the wall. So she's one wall hit, which is not a great situation. And I ran out of energy there, but again, she ran towards a console with more energy, so I ended her career, and that was it. So I'm just using this video so I can do an outro, but let me know what you guys think about this gameplay. I can't believe I'm literally a B badge. I won 3 games, but whatever. I like to call him Chat Eyes because it just sounds cooler. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and who is the hardest character you have that you have mastered? For me, it's probably Dreamwitch because I haven't mastered Mad Eyes. I'm far from mastered him, but I have like pretty much mastered Dreamwitch. I mean, obviously you can always improve, but there's always room for learning. But I think I'm pretty good at Dreamwitch. So anyways, see you guys hopefully next week. I'm sorry for not posting for 2 weeks in a row. I actually had videos ready to post, but I was too lazy to make the thumbnail, so I never posted them, but I will. Probably. I hope. I will. Maybe. Anyways, bye.